Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Meta Era Nerds on YouTube. So this week I came up with something a little bit of fun. Around Overwatch. If you listen to our weekly recap, you know that I talked a little bit about it. And what gave me this idea is that I saw Overwatch League tweeted out this "What's your comp?" Little GIF, and the idea behind it is that you pause, and that's the comp you have to run. So I did it, and immediately my thoughts were, okay, from our friend group, who plays what for us to have the most success? Who do I put at what hero? So, I mean, that makes sense, right, Marcus? It's self-explanatory.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, I'll give us maybe like 3, 4, 5 roles, depending how many times or how into this we get. And our number one role is right here. Boom. That's our comp. Who plays what? In our friend group, who plays what?
In our friend group, are we included or are we not included?
We're included. Us, and anybody that has played Overwatch with us, even if they don't play with us as much anymore. I kind of already have an idea of who I would put at what. There's one that's a little tough for me to pick, so that one I'd probably throw out there and just kind of take a swing. But I feel like I have an idea.
I'm trying to maximize. I'm trying to maximize my potential here, and I know you and I can typically play just about anybody. So, because my first thing was, I can put Rico at Sigma because that's one of Rico's main guys. But Rico can also play Lucio, or at least comfortably play Lucio, and I know Rudy likes to play Sigma, and it's pretty good. It's pretty decent at Sigma too. So, but right off the bat, are we going left to right? How are we doing this exactly?
When I did it, I'm like, okay, what are the most important roles, or what heroes do we only really have one person that can play?
Mm-hmm.
So I also thought about Rudy. Right away, I was like you. Right away, I thought Omar. The only one that kind of left me for a loop was Echo.
Right.
And that's the one that kind of just eluded to me a little bit, because I see you as May, I see myself as Sigma, I see Omar on Mercy, and I see Rudy on Lucio.
Yeah. In my case, the only ones I might swap, would be you and Rudy, where Rudy would play more Sigma, because I think Rudy might be more comfortable playing the Sigma role, and you would play the Lucio role with that one. But those are interchangeable. I think I will be putting Rudy and Omar probably into all of these, just because I know they typically play with us more often than just about anybody else. But it's that Echo one that kind of throws me for a loop.
Yeah,
Daniel,
Cornelio,
Ricky
plays, Andrew plays, Leroy plays. Leroy's familiar with the game.
I'm trying to think. Echo.
I would probably chalk it up to Daniel. More than anyone.
Strangely enough, I would actually feel very comfortable putting Omar as Echo.
Yeah.
Just because Omar likes to play Pharah, and I'm hoping just being in the air, Omar would have a little bit more of an aim to, just about anything there in that concept. You can move Rudy to Mercy, you as Lucio, and then I think it's easier to play somebody with Sigma, whereas you can probably put maybe Ricky or Daniel for Sigma. I think is what I would do. Or we can just have somebody else play Lucio and keep Rudy at Mercy, and then just have somebody play the Lucio spot. I think
that makes sense. Move Rudy over to Mercy, kind of have somebody else as Lucio, because I feel like in terms of, not that it's easy, but I feel like if we had to put somebody that's less experienced on Sigma or on Lucio, I feel like we would want the less experience on Lucio. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you? I think I have mine. I think I would feel comfortable actually putting Daniel on support for Lucio, Omar for Echo, Rudy at Mercy, you as Sigma, and then me as May. And again, which helps because Sigma's one of your mains, and that if you're going to maximize most success, I think that gives us the best shot.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good comp, and I think the Lucio could be interchangeable, because I know Leroy plays a lot of support too, so I think he could fit in there too. But that makes sense. Yeah. I like your pick there. All right, roll number 2. Here we go. And boom.
Oof. Okay, right off the bat, baby, I'm putting Ricky right there. You know who I'm talking about.
Sombra?
Oh yeah, baby. Ricky is not gonna get deep, but Ricky's gonna hack the guys you need him to hack, baby. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm putting right there.
All right, that makes sense.
And then I see another main right there. We all know whose main that bad boy is right there.
Andrew?
2 mains. Yeah, Andrew. 2 mains. We got a Rico main. We got a Rudy main. I don't know if Omar. I mean, Omar could play Sombra, but I'm very happy putting Ricky at Sombra. Rudy would play Brigitte. There's hands down. I think again I could probably play the Lucio role in this one, and then just have you guys go with your main picks. I think that's most successful, right? That's everybody's main, right?
Yeah, I mean, 3 mains here. Rudy, well, 4 actually, 4 mains,
Well,
and
that's what I'm saying.
And you?
And so I can again, if in terms of most success, I think that's where we're running with.
Makes sense. A kind of easy one there, right?
That one was easy just because I lost it. I was waiting for Sombra to come out. As a matter of fact, I hope Sombra would have come out so I can give Ricky his flowers.
Okay. All right. So up next, another roll, number 3, and go.
Oh, I mean, I don't give a damn. I don't give a. I don't. You know, I'm playing Diva, hands down. That's not even a question. The interesting here part though is I'm putting Omar on McCree, Daniel at Hanzo. Because remember, and I'm thinking back on this match we had. The other team was running a Pharah. I think we were playing comp, and I was like, Daniel, why are you running Hanzo, Daniel? I'm gonna get the Pharah. I was like, Daniel, pick soldier, pick somebody who can hit, who can track. Well, why are you gonna pick that? He says, don't worry. Daniel proceeds to start headshotting Pharah in midair from the bottom, and he must have downed Pharah at least 4 times to where they switched to a Widow or something like that. We were playing Ilios. I lost it. I said, oh my god. So I'm pretty comfortable putting Daniel with on that one with Hanzo, Omar as there,
Cassidy
for McCree, yeah, as Cassidy. I'm sorry, myself as Diva, Rudy as Mercy in this case, and then yourself. You'd play Baptiste, hands down.
Yeah, and I think these 2 will probably be interchangeable because I do know Omar has been playing a lot of Hanzo lately. Really? But I'll just trust you with Daniel there. I know Daniel has also played a lot of certain heroes that he gravitates towards. Which let's see if his main pops up. We both know who his main is, but I know one of the other ones that he likes to play a lot was Hanzo. So
yeah, my rationale was putting Omar and Cassidy. Omar can legit
he's a hit scan. He's a hit scan guy.
Hit scan, yeah, and of course, more of a fire rate for Omar. Again, be more successful. Not to say that Omar is not going to be more successful, but if I were to give Omar more shots, you get more shots with Cassidy, hands down.
Okay.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
All right, so 3 good ones so far, looking pretty good.
Yeah,
nothing where we're 2-2 lost. That second one, that second one, yeah, that's been the hardest. That second one in particular, though, was just freaking boom.
Oh, dude, I started laughing, dude. I was like, that is too good, man, too good.
All right, so here we go, number 4, and go.
Oh.
I got it. I know exactly. I know exactly. Tell me if you're with me. Okay. Daniel. Omar. You.
Me.
Leroy. Me.
And you. Dude. Oh, dude, that's so good. I said, oh my god, dude. Oh, that was. I'm trying not to cry out laughter over here because that's just. And it's funny because we know their nuances. We know our guys. We know the guys we play with and stuff like that. Leroy's a Moira main, hands down. Wrecking Ball, I would actually consider my second main tank, hands down. Omar likes Wrecking Head. Let Daniel be Reaper and do whatever the hell he does, and Rico will be Baptiste and make sure everybody stays alive.
I'll try, man. Okay, so that's 4, right? So this is be number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was another real easy one because all mains are. Mains mostly.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so here we go. Number 5. Boom.
Okay, now this one's just probably a little more.
This would be an interesting one.
Some familiarity, and I think the reason it's interesting here is because I think I would be the one who'd kind of struggle a little bit here. Again, because there's one hero I do not play as, is Genji. Like, I will not But strangely enough, as far as supports are concerned, I would actually say that Moira is probably one of my most played, if not my most played. So that's why I'm kind of like if we're gonna stick me somewhere, or I don't even know, because I don't really play Jungle Queen. Also, I think I'm most comfortable putting you at Jungle Queen, Daniel with Reaper, or if I know you run a little bit of Genji, this one might be tough.
Yeah, I know the other one that has a little bit of experience with Genji is Rudy.
Yeah.
I mess around with Genji, but I most of the time it's 50-50 where I'm throwing or I all of a sudden make some real nice plays. It kind of just depends on what we're up against, to be honest.
I'm always comfortable putting Rudy with his main. I think Rudy's with Brigitte is a hands down always 100% pick there. If you're gonna go Reaper, in this case, again, I'm thinking most successful. I not to toot my own horn. I'm a pretty good Reaper as well. This was a tough one.
Yeah. So then, if you could either take the role of
Moira,
which would kick out Leroy, or you would take Reaper from Daniel. Would one of those be better served somewhere else? Or would they be better off there and you take over either Genji? Would you take your chance on Genji, or would you rather take Brigitte from Rudy and let Rudy play Genji?
I mean, I think that right now it's a matter of where do you want to put Rudy in with Brigitte, where he's most gonna probably give you success, or do you want to put Rudy with Genji and hope Rudy balls out? And so it's kind of again, because I don't know if Genji's one of Rudy's main or a top picks like that.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember him saying that was his first hero, Genji.
That was his first
hero, Genji. And again, the thing with Genji is that he's very, very high skill, like very. You can't make too many mistakes. You can make some mistakes if you know how to save your deflect, but there's a fine line between like going out there being aggressive and throwing. Right? So I think what happens with Genji is going to be a lot dependent on whether or not the rest of the team has his back or not. Since we don't have like an elite Genji, a good Genji, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be dependent on whether probably these two have his back and how these two play together a little bit.
Then if that's the case, I think I would put you as Genji. I would take Junker Queen because I mean I don't play her as much, but I think I can hold my own. So in this case, you give Rudy Brigitte to back us up. And again, and this is more so because your game sense for Genji, at least as far as your deflect and what to do, is a little bit more up there and stuff like that. So that would leave me more so with just Moira and Reaper in this case.
Yeah, if it was me, I would say you, Leroy, me, Rudy, Daniel, because I feel like me knowing what it is to play Genji, I would probably save my shout for him if he was in trouble.
Okay. Well, no, if that's the case, then yeah. I was actually thinking,
if you had to pick between, like, behind not knowing, regardless of who we're kicking off of what role, which one would you pick primarily from all these players?
For me, I'd pick Moira.
One of these two? Yeah.
I'd pick Moira or Reaper. Probably more likely Moira. In this case, it depends. If I feel like running support, I run Moira. If I was going to run DPS, I would run Reaper. Comfortably, more so probably Moira.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 5, right?
Yeah.
How many more do you want to do?
Hey, I mean, how much time we got? You want to do 10? Make it an even number?
Yeah. Let's see how long it takes before we run into the same one over and over.
Okay.
Okay. Once we start to overlap a little too much, we'll know that that's it. Okay. So here's number 6, and boom.
Ooh. I've seen these characters. Again, in this case, it's that Roadhog one. We've seen these characters. That Roadhog one's going to be kind of tough.
Yeah, I feel like this one is probably the easiest to pick.
Omar.
This one, I guess we can, it's safe to go with Ricky. Maybe different depending on what we're going to put at these other ones. Who would you say Would you want to be Mora? Would you throw Leroy in there and put yourself out in one of these two?
I would throw Leroy and Moira and put myself as Baptiste, and then let you run Roadhog.
Okay, so you're
That's what I would do.
so you think Leroy, you, me, Ricky, Omar.
Yes,
Okay.
hands down. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no issues
most
there.
success. Yeah, and I'm comfortable. I like Baptiste a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
The only other alternative is I know if there's anyone that Ricky plays other than Sombra, it is Roadhog. So
I mean, again, tank is tough, and I don't know if I feel comfortable giving Ricky that tank responsibility.
yeah, well the only thing is that if there's any tank that's very very simple to play, it's this guy.
Yeah, but tanks are usually
You hook,
because
you
there's only
hook,
one
you
tank.
heal. You hook,
Yeah.
you heal, you damage.
Sorry, Ricky. Since there's only one tank, I don't know if I can trust Ricky with that responsibility.
Okay. All right. So I guess we're gonna stay with that first one. All right. All right. Here we go again. Number
Seven?
seven. Boom. Did we do this one already?
I think
Yeah.
differently.
We did this one. No, we did this one because
Okay.
this was easy. This was Daniel, Omar, you, Leroy, me.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Here we go.
But I do see Kiriko silhouette there. I do see some other ones.
It's the exact same one.
Exact same one. Yeah, I guess. But it's good. I see
There we go.
Zarya. There we go.
Boom.
Oh, so there we go. It's a lot different. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. You and I. Oh no. This is because I know. Okay. All right. Let's start. I'm trying to soak it all in. In this case, I'm very comfortable. Okay, actually, I can even go so far as saying that these are some of my top played mains in Kiriko, Junkrat, and Ryan. You know, but I would put either. If does Omar feel like throwing heaters or not?
That's the thing. I feel like I'm comfortable in any of these except this one, and I feel like you're very comfortable there.
Oh yeah.
The other person that I've seen that has stepped up on Junkrat when we've needed one was Cornelio. Cornelio is like a wild card in at
Hey, you know
Junkrat.
what?
He
You're right. You're right.
he's had his good role. So if we need someone else to fill that, I would say you, and then if not Cornelio, if you're better suited, you feel like to one of these others.
Well, in my case, like, with my defense, because my thing here was Kiriko and Ryan. Me and you would probably take up those roles interchangeably. And again, it depends. If I'm running tank, I'd run tank, or if you feel like running tank, you would run him. And so that's where I ran it with my issue. Cornelio and Junkrat. Hey, and one of the best things about Cornelio when it comes to playing these type of games, just in general, and he always says, "Just tell me what I need. Just tell me what I need to do. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me where I need to go." Team player first and foremost. I'm very comfortable with playing Cornelio and Junkrat, because especially with that big tire. I know exactly what you're talking about. Which again saves me from having to pick him, even though he's one of my top 2 DPS mains, top 3, and that would let me slide over to either Ryan or Kiriko. You would fill out the other one. Let Rudy probably run Zen. If Omar wants to throw heaters, he'd run Zen. But I would put Omar in Sojourn. You know, very comfortably there. Omar's a hit scan. I'd probably let Rudy run Zen.
Yeah. Agreed. Initially I had thought Omar on one of these two, but I feel like Omar will do good damage here, since he is primarily a damage player, and I would kind of take care of everybody as much as I could. But then I don't know. My big thing would be Rudy here and Omar here, or would I put Omar here and then who would I put here?
I'd put Omar in damage just so I can put Rudy in Zen. Yeah, because Omar as Sojourn is, again, I know Omar wants to throw heaters and stuff like that, but again, Omar is, to me, if Omar is not Mercy or something like that, Omar needs to have a gun in his hand, and if they have some sort of sniper mechanic, that needs to be Omar.
Okay, so Rudy, me, Marcus, Cornelio, and Omar.
And Omar, yeah.
Okay, so that's 7.
And man, I'm really giving Omar his flowers here. I don't know how I feel about that. I better not watch this.
We did that one.
We did that one, yeah, because Diva's in the middle.
Oh,
I like this.
number 8.
Oh, there's a Ram, Baptiste, and Echo. And Echo's always that tough one for us, man. Who do we say Echo in that first one?
I think that one we threw Omar out for Echo.
Omar in for Echo. Yeah, I think Omar have to play Echo on this one. Just because, again, if we're giving highest, most, up there, I think Echo would be the one. I would probably give you Ram, just so I can slide over. I know you like Ram more than I do. I'd give you Ramatra, and I guess it's a little unfair because unless it's a very niche tank, it's me and you would probably go there either way because I know we're both tank mains, through and through. I know your tank main is totally different from my tank main, which I guess it's very helpful. It depends, what type of tank we're going to run and stuff like that. So I would put you at Ram. I can probably I would have to run Baptiste, I think. Omar at Echo, Bastion. I think you can probably I think Cornelio ran Bastion. I would actually feel comfortable putting Daniel there as well. The Bastion and Zen picks are actually tough for me here. What do you think?
I feel like you and I either play one of these two. We're interchangeable here.
Yeah.
I feel like Omar at one of these.
And
Cornelio or Daniel here.
And that's what I'm thinking. And I think I would put Cornelio at Bastion and then Cornelio at Zen. Because again, with that team player...
Wait, Cornelio here and Omar here?
No, Cornelio or Daniel would be interchangeable between
these two?
Zen or Bastion. Yeah, just because, again, that team player mentality, you tell me what to do. And I think with Discord and Healing Orb, Cornelio will respond a lot better to that. But, we tell him who to Discord, he'll leave it on there and just kind of roll like that. And once he gets the mechanic, he'll take it upon himself. Or I expect Daniel to aim, because Daniel always says he's a better at shooters than Omar is, so we can actually finally put it to the test.
The big synergy is going to be between these two.
Yeah.
He says, I discorded so-and-so, and he dives in with sticky bombs and tries to get the elimination with the beam.
Okay.
So, who do you think is best suited to be that duo?
Daniel and Omar.
Yeah. Daniel.
And then we put
Daniel, Omar, Cornelio, me, you.
Yeah. All right.
That's 8?
Nice. That's 8. So let's go to 10. Some 10 new ones.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
This one's hard. I see a comp where you could play anyone.
Yeah, I could play any one of these 5. Straight up.
I see a comp where I could play probably this half. I'll play this one too, but I think I'm more comfortable with this half.
Yeah, to be fair, and again, I have my fair share of DPSs. I think I mentioned to you, Torb, Junkrat, Sim are probably the 3 that may used to be up there in the top 5 and stuff like that. But in this case, because Orisa would, I think you play Orisa more than I do. Hell, you know who plays Orisa? As a matter of fact, didn't Cornelio used to play Orisa quite a bit?
Mm-hmm.
When he'd run tank, he used to like running Orisa.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could stick me anywhere, and I think I'm good. So I think it's a matter of filling in everybody else, and I'll take the last spot.
Okay, so then we could do that. We could see where you stay. Who do we focus on with everybody else? Who do you think is best suited?
Omar can play Kiriko or Symmetra.
Or Bap.
No, at least
or Bap.
But I would feel comfortable putting Omar with Sim or Kiriko here in this case. I think more Kiriko, just because of her crit for Omar, and hopefully Omar, because I know Omar's like, it's all about damage sometimes. So hopefully Omar decides to heal here. In your case, I'm always, anytime there's a Baptiste and I'm not playing Baptiste, I always feel very nice when you run Baptiste. And again, that leaves me with the Orisa here. Who would run Orisa? I think Cornelio would actually, and I think again, because Orisa shoots, her Fortify, she's
Spear, block.
Spear, yeah. So I'm thinking there. And so I think it comes down to Junk. But then again, if you want to put Cornelio at Junkrat, I can run Orisa, then that leaves Sim. Unless, is Rudy is Orisa or any one of these up Rudy's alley?
Rudy has played BAP.
BAP.
Rudy has experience with BAP. I know Cornelio has experience with Junkrat behind you. I would put him if it's not you. Here, you, me, Omar. I'm not sure who else runs Sim. Here, has Cornelio played Orisa in Overwatch 2? I know he played her in part 1, but part 2 I don't remember.
Then I would put Cornelia at Junkrat, just to be safe.
Okay.
I would put Cornelia at Junkrat, Omar at Kiriko. I'm gonna stick Omar and Kiriko. And that leaves you, me. Again, you can play either one of those.
So then what we're looking at is probably Omar, Rudy, me, you, Cornelio.
Yeah, that's probably it. Absolutely.
That 8 or 9?
That's 9, I believe. So this would be 10.
All right. So this is the final one, final roll, and go. We did that one.
We've done this one. Yes, we did.
Go. Did that one too.
That's
go.
one more because I do see Zarya in there. Maybe you stop when you. There you go.
Ooh, Ilari. Yadi.
Yeah. I like her a lot. I think you like her a lot. And here's the thing: even though there's a Torb up there, you or I think would have to run Ilari in this case, or Yadi in this case. And I think whoever we don't run would have to run the Zarya.
I could see this character going to Omar too.
Omar too.
Omar, I don't think so, but I don't think you have to explain much other than like she does damage.
That's true.
She does damage.
She is a DPS related.
Just tell him, hey, just throw the pylon next to where we're at. That the only thing is that would make it so that whoever this is needs to make sure that they go a little bit.
That would be you
and beyond.
That would for me. If I would run Zarya, you would be Lucio again, giving us the best success here. That's what it'd have to be because you do a really good job of.
I think Omar and Daniel also have a little bit of experience with Zarya.
Yeah, Omar's a lot.
So if you take this role, Omar could go here too,
or Zarya. I mean, I think in that case, I would give Omar support with Ilari here. I would take Zarya again, giving us the best chance just because I'm more of the tank player. I think I'm very comfortable giving you Lucio, and it's just because Torb and Bastion, they're high output, high damage, and their kits aren't too hard to grasp. So
yeah, Rudy has experience with Lucio too.
I was about to put Rudy in.
So that would be another possibility. Not.
I would give Rudy. I'd give Rudy either Bastion or Tor, but I know Rudy doesn't really play DPS. That's the thing. And Rudy's always been one of our primary support picks.
Yeah, these two could be Rudy. I think Rudy could play here. Rudy could play either one of these. Cornelio could probably play both of these. Daniel could also probably play both of these.
I'm comfortable. Yeah. So just thinking off the top of my head, it'd be me, you, Omar, Daniel, and Rudy. I think would be our 5 for this year. It's just who's picking who. Omar would be Ilari. I would be Zarya. I still would either put you or Rudy there with Lucio, and then Rudy or Cornelio with either Bastion or Torb. I think I would put Cornelio with Bastion and then Rudy with Torb. Because Rudy has game sense and would be able to adjust with the turret and stuff like that. Especially with the Rivet gun being as fast as it is, I think Rudy would do a good job.
Okay, so those are our 10 picks. Of the ones that we did, which one do you think would be the best one?
There was one.
Where was the 4 mains?
It was the one where we all had our mains.
Right there. Isn't that it?
Was it that one?
It was one of those. I think this was the second one that we did. That was real easy.
I think another one.
Daniel, Omar, you.
It's the one. Was it the? There was. I think Rudy was in it. Was a Brigitte. This one was also pretty interesting.
Yeah, because that's Rudy, me, Ricky, and Andrew.
Yeah. I would have to go back and check because there are some really good ones there, man.
Yeah. So, if nothing else, guys, this is a cry for help. Play Overwatch with us. We play just about every day. So, guys, log on. We gave you your chops. We gave you your credit. We talked about what characters you're good at. Others that at least one of us needs to figure out what the hell we're doing. So
I would have mentioned Ricky and Andrew more, but I know Andrew soldier through and through. If a soldier's not on there, Andrew ain't playing, baby. Like, and I know Ricky likes to have a lot of fun. I know Sombra is one of Ricky's main picks, and you mentioned Roadhog and stuff like that. But again, if there's any other heroes out there, and again, I'm kind of thinking of our past experience and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm very happy with our 10 picks here.
Yeah, I think we'll hold our own too. You know, we ain't no Overwatch League players, but
We're above. I've always thought we were above average.
we'll do all right for ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So as always, you know, that was fun. You kind of just came to me on a whim. I thought it would be fun to talk about, you know, a game that we love and get our best buds involved too, and talk about some of the things that they're good at that we might not be good at, and you know, fill in our roles, their roles, talk about our mains and stuff like that, and hopefully this will get them on the game to play with us, right?
What is it? Our paid advertising to our friend group. That way they can play with us more. Because we're always asking for people to play with us, but nonetheless, I know it's always a good time whenever we bring them in because we laugh and we talk, and we'll get messages from them explaining like, no, that's not right, or this is right. So I'm hoping for more of that. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to us, guys. What's up? Log on. We're at this point where we're throwing a cry for help on YouTube, but everybody, have a great day. Have a good week. Bye.
Have a good one.